Sorry. So thank you for joining the class. Please come into any seated pose of your choice. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Lengthen your spine. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Gently close your eyes. And as you sit here with your eyes closed, do you see your personality? Do you know your personality? Just try to figure it out. Is there a personality you have? And if you have it, what is it? So with your next inhalation, gently blink open your eyes. And once again, welcome to the class. Okay. PKG, what is your personality? Do you have a personality?
No, Pawanji, I don't. Not anymore.
No, you don't have a personality. How can people recognize you? When they say Pawanji, when they are saying Pawanji, to whom are they saying Pawanji?
To me, they know my name. That's my name, and they call me. I turn my head.
Yeah, so you turn your head because you know that it is your name. So
right,
that means you know you have a personality. That is your personality. Is it not your personality?
No, not really. It's my name.
It's only your name?
Yeah.
Then why do you turn if it is your name?
Because that's my name, That's they call me.
that is your name and they call your name, but you know you are not the name, or you say you are not the personality, then why do you think when they call your name you have to turn? You can just ignore, because that is only a name. Is it not?
Yeah, I
Is
guess
it?
it's a social behavior I have, I think.
Social behavior is put by the society.
Right.
Yeah, it is not something universal. It is
So
only
when they
because,
call, yeah, when they call my name, I answer,
yeah, you answer because you think they might have some information, or they might need some
need
information.
something. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe you are important, maybe there is something important to share and know. Is it not?
right. Yeah.
Yeah, that is our personality. That is personality.
Oh, okay.
Because,
Then I have it, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, we all have it.
Oh,
Not
okay.
only you, we all have it. The reality is, how do we look at our personality? Do we look only at the name, the position we are, or as a son, daughter, husband, father, grandfather? Do we only look the personality as it, as only there? Is our personality limited, or do we only know that much of our personality? Anybody knows more? PKG, you can answer if you know more. What is your personality?
I mean, I am in a relationship with my kids, my neighbors, my employees, or
Mhm.
the business people I relate to. I do things on a daily basis.
Yeah, that is okay. That is,
Yeah.
we have to
But
do it because we have to
yeah,
survive on this planet.
right.
We have to survive in this materialistic world. We have to do it,
Do
and
it. Yeah.
nothing wrong in it. But is that
But
only your personality, or you have more than this? That's what the question is.
but whatever I do, whether who I'm relating with, it doesn't change my behavior, my thoughts, or how I look at people. It
That's also okay. What we are trying to see is more than that. Do you have anything you know about your personality, or that is only you know? Behavior, feeling is not important. I mean, that's good that you have the same behavior for everyone. You treat everyone as same. That is a wonderful thing. That is amazing thing. Okay, very rare people can do that, and you are one of the rarest. That's amazing thing. What we are trying to see is, do you know more of your personality, or is that
no
where you
this
are limited?
this is it. Yeah, yeah, nothing more than that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyone, you have been doing classes with me for like, some of you have been doing like for already 15 classes or 10 classes plus. After 10 classes, if I still have to not get an answer, it either means I don't know anything, or vice versa. And when it is vice versa, that would be a problem, because I'm not here to change anyone. I used to. I did try my best. Once upon a time, I did try. Okay, for the first two courses, I think I was like wanting to change the world, wanting to change the people, wanting to change myself, trying to improve myself, trying to improve everyone. And I dropped it, totally dropped it. Okay, because I just got close to my not known personalities. Okay, anyone, please. Anything, any idea you have? Any idea from anywhere?
The personality, when I see it, it is me as an observer.
Hmm. And what do you observe?
The things I do.
No, the physical reality only, or more than that?
No, only physical reality.
Okay. So you still don't observe more than that.
No.
This is related to yoga therapy because this is related to Ashtanga and Hatha. How can it heal people? So this is not unrelated question going on here, neither I would say or waste anybody's time. I don't have time, so I will not waste anybody's time. Anyways, we will get there. Okay, anyone else?
Okay, let me go. I don't know what you'll think, but I'll just.
Where are you going?
Well, I'll talk.
Oh yeah, that's more understandable.
Yeah, well, I did the Briggs-Myers test. I know it's social stuff, and you probably will say it's, it's not relevant. But I think I was intuitive and like introvert in terms of like personality.
Mhm.
And I don't know if I'm on the right path. What is it?
No, it's perfect. Go on. Keep
Okay.
going.
Okay, and then what else was in there? Like there were some descriptions, like whether you are a Sanjin, I'm not sure how you spell it, like a happy mindset person. There are phlegmatics, cholerics, and melancholics.
Mhm.
And I think I'm the Sanjin, so I'm like a happy person
That's
in
good.
general.
That looks like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what else? I'm pretty social, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, it depends, like I can be really like closed and introvert. So last time I did the test, I think it can change based on the environment where you are,
Mhm.
but it's pretty accurate test because they ask you like 100 questions, and then based on how you react and what you answer, they give you like the description. So it's usually the abbreviation
Mhm.
of either you are ISTJ, or which is
EN,
introvert.
ENTG. Yeah,
Yeah. Those kinds of
I know.
questions. So I don't know if it's that, or
No,
what
yeah, it is there, but still it is only on the physical level. You are still
okay.
saying, still telling that your personality is limited to other people,
What that
other
says.
things,
Okay.
circumstances,
Yeah, that was my
situations.
first question because I don't know whether it was like relevant to that.
Mm.
But like when I observe myself, from the
Yes.
inside, I feel like I'm, I don't know, it just, I don't know, I feel like I'm a happy, loving,
hmm
and like satisfied person.
So where is that loving coming from? Where is that love coming
Like from my heart.
from? Yeah, yes. Naturally, your heart is what is creating that. So it's not your heart, your personality. It's not
Okay,
your
now
heart,
I'm
your
confused.
personality. Okay, that is the whole thing. This thing of the
What I feel.
amazing education system is this. Okay, so this amazing education system is putting us in competition. It is only teaching us that you have to be at the top. You have to be number one, whatever you do. And then our amazing parents, they create guilt in us. Knowingly, unknowingly, if you look back into your own childhood, they were the only first person who created guilt in us. Don't do this, this is not good. Don't do this, this is not nice. Don't talk to people like this. Don't behave like this. If you walk with me, you will be like this. This is only guilt creating, not knowingly. Maybe they did not even know, they were not even aware of it. But these parents, They should be
Short.
actually killed. Yeah.
Killed.
Yeah, they should be killed. So we are not literally killing them outside. We are killing them inside. We have to kill them. If we really want to understand who we are, first we have to kill these parents. Okay, they are the most dangerous ones. And then you have to kill the society, your teachers, your schools, your colleges, your friends, your so-called amazing everyone. So only after that, after killing of that, we can understand what our personality is. Only then, because there is no one now, because no person is there and nothing is there. When persons and things disappear from our life, then we can understand what our personality is. Otherwise, our personality is only limited by them, because they are, we are. This is our personality. Circumstances changes, we are not good. Problems arise, we feel something else. Someone says something, we try to become like Pawanji, trying to be equivalent to everyone. That's amazing thing, but it is only related to people. Only related to people. What if more than that appears in our life? More than people appear in our life? What will happen? What will happen if the so-called gods appear in your life? And they ask you a simple thing. So I was walking on the path, I felt bored, I saw you, I am here to give you 3 boons. So what would be your 3 boons? Can you right away answer your 3 boons you really want in your life? 3 important things. Let's hear it. VGG, 3 boons I am granting you right away, and you will be blessed. Whatever you want. Come on.
Spine.
Huh?
Spine.
Leg.
Okay, spine. Okay.
That's it. Okay, and probably
No, there is no probability. You have to be specific, because whatever you ask, you will get.
skull.
Hmm?
Skull.
Skull.
Yep.
Okay.
What are the things?
Yeah,
Probably rib cage.
so why okay, why do you want spine?
Without that, you cannot even stand. That's most
No,
important thing.
Don't you have the spine right now?
Yeah.
I mean, you said normally I can choose if
No,
I want.
yeah, I mean, no, normally not choose. I am saying
I
that
mean, you're telling extra from what I have.
I am God, and I say you, VGG, ask any 3 boons what you want, and I will give it to you. Yeah.
I don't want extra. I'm happy with whatever I have.
You are happy. So this is the thing, because you are already happy, God is useless.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
thing.
you have everything.
So you made God useless. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good, because you have cut yourself from God now. This is the thing. And you don't need anything. That's amazing thing. May your life and journey be filled with unlimited happiness always. That's my real wish. But then you are only limited to your body or things or people in your life. That's all you want. That's all you want. Nothing else.
This was regarding bones, right? So
It was
those
not
things-
regarding bones. It was regarding boons. Boons is
bones.
like,
Okay, sorry. I heard it as bones. That's the reason why I was answering this. Sorry
that is
about
why
that.
I was. That is why I was confused.
Oh, sorry. That's why I got confused. Like, okay.
Okay.
Bones.
Yeah. Now you have boons. Wishes.
Okay.
Do you have wishes?
It's very hard to tell wishes because I
Okay.
don't have much cravings towards any wishes.
Okay. We'll get back to you later when you can. Okay, Rupali ji, 3 wishes.
Sorry about earlier answer. I just heard it as bones.
Okay, so it's boons. So wishes.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone? Yeah, Rupaliji. 3 wishes.
Me, I don't think I want any wishes
You don't want any wishes. That's amazing.
from you or God or anybody. Maybe good health for everyone, but
Yeah, okay.
I don't ask for anything for myself ever.
That's amazing. That's something amazing. Okay, anyways. Maybe
That's
this
what
question
Yeah.
maybe this question gets personal. So there are things called personal. Once people have personal, that is already a personality. Because without personal, there is nothing, personality cannot arise. Anyways, let's see. Coming back to same where we started. Anyone who is not only thinking about the physical structure and knowing what your personality is, more than physical. Anyone who is close to know what your personalities are? Okay, I give you a hint. There are 3. There are many. Let's only talk about 3. 3 things determine our personality. They really do. Okay, it's okay. It just gets more and more confusing.
You
So
mean
think
like
about
Pawanji,
Yeah.
you mean like personality, how we think, how we act, and
that is personality. Yes, that is personality because our reality is only our thoughts. What we are right now is only because of our thoughts, because of our feelings, nothing more. We are nothing more than that. Do you think we are more than that? Because the flesh will go away. Okay, this is borrowed. Everything is borrowed here, so it will go
Right.
away. So what remains is
Then
only
the
feeling.
personality will go away with the
No,
body.
the personality does not go away with the body, because this personality is not only the body, it is more than that. It is more than that. We have to understand that this is more than that. This personality is what you, in other terms, people call soul, spirit. It is more than even that, actually. But we are only limited till there because that is the most we have heard from so far, maybe. Okay, think about this. Think about where do thoughts and feelings come from?
The thoughts come from the mind, and feelings are emotional. Our emotions are feelings.
Yeah, our emotions are feelings, but how do feelings come? From where do feelings come? From thoughts,
They,
right?
yeah, from the thoughts. Yeah.
Thoughts create feelings, and thoughts are generated in the mind.
Mind. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the mind, that means there is an organ in the brain. Is it not? It's an organ.
Yeah. Thinking mind. Yeah.
So yeah, it's an organ. So this organ is known as hypothalamus. This organ within the brain is known as hypothalamus. Okay. Have you ever considered it as your personality?
Yeah. This is how we think.
No,
Depending upon.
you never said that. I asked you, but you never talked about your brain as your personality.
No, I thought personality is how we act in the society.
That is the thing. That is what I'm saying. We have been limited. This is why kill all the people, throw away all the things. Throw away literally does not mean you right away throw. Okay, if you have an intention of throwing, let me know. I will come there, collect, and you can throw away. I will collect. Okay, so don't worry. I am a very good collector. Anyways, so this hypothalamus thalamus, the organ of the brain. It is what makes and creates our personality, because we are nothing more than our thoughts. Okay. Secondly, the pineal gland. Do you know what it is? Pineal gland. There is a pineal gland in us all. Do you
Yeah.
know what it is? What it is? What it is? What does it help to? What is its function? What is the role of pineal gland in us? Why is it important? Anybody?
It's like a
Melatonin.
It's like a
it secretes a hormone which helps us focus or concentration.
okay. So why do
Or-
you? How do hormones are created? Do you know why hormones are created? What creates hormone?
Glands. Different glands in our body.
Okay, different glands. How do those glands work?
They maintain a certain level in the body.
No, that's
And
that's
when
the
they-
function. We are not asking the function. The glands. How do they work? Not the function. How do they work? I mean, for my hand to lift up, I have to use force, right? I have to use force, external force. So, pineal glands. How do they work? What is needed for them to work?
some kind of a
Information.
stimulation, some kind of
Signals from brain.
signal.
Yeah, information, some sort of information.
Okay, some sort of information. From where does that information come?
Brain.
Okay, so how does brain work? I mean, how does the brain work? And
By
send the
the
right.
thought.
I mean, if I need my glands to give me the perfect information, how does it work? What function in me will make the gland work accordingly, perfectly? What function?
If
Your five senses.
Which one? It is a sense. Which one? It is a sense. You are totally 50% correct. Which sense now?
sense
It
of touch,
depends. I mean, it can comes from your eyes, what you
Eyes?
see,
Yeah, okay. Okay, if I see, okay,
what you
eyes,
see,
yeah.
and that's how it processes through your brains,
Okay,
and that's how you reacted to what you
Okay.
see. And when you
Yeah.
touch, it's the same thing. So it's
Okay.
actually based on the five senses, depending on what senses you use in that
Okay.
reaction.
okay. So if I touch something amazing, or if I have an amazing touch by someone, what is the state of me in that moment? What is the state of
You'll
my?
feel it. You'll feel the opposite
No, we
person.
will feel even if it is bad. That's not the thing. We will feel it. Feeling will always come. Touch is there, feeling will come. What is the state if I get to be touched by someone amazing? And what would be my feeling, or what would be my state when I get touched by something not good?
yeah,
State.
either happy or sad. Yeah.
And those are emotions. We are asking
Curious.
for the state. Hello?
Curiosity.
Curiosity. Okay, let's see. If I see something amazing with my eyes, and if I see something not good with my eyes, what will be my state?
Doubt.
Doubt, curiosity, doubt. If I hear something amazing, and if I hear something not very, very bad, not very bad, I mean very bad. If I hear something very good, and if I hear something very bad, what will be my state?
Either will
Confused.
be satisfied or unsatisfied.
And that's
State.
again,
Dilemma. Dilemma.
Dilemma is, you were saying something, I think. Confused, someone said.
Yeah, I said confused.
Yeah, that's the state of confusion. And then you are either satisfied, either not satisfied, either you are in a dilemma. Okay, get there. What if I taste something amazing with my mouth, with my one of my sense? And what if the food wasn't like it was like kind of? So what is the state?
Yeah, not tasty. I mean,
And
feeling
that's
of
that's
happiness.
happiness is again emotion.
Not acceptable.
Not acceptable comes from where? From split. Acceptable, not acceptable. That's a split. We are talking about states. States don't split. Like confusion does not split. Confusion is confusion. That's it. Like Audrey said before that, doubt. Doubt is doubt. It's not called good doubt, bad doubt. We don't call it. Okay. Then Audrey said doubts, confused, and the first one was touch. So touch was what? Audrey, once again.
I forgot.
Anybody remember? That's the thing.
Dilemma.
No, not dilemma. Dilemma. If I touch someone, amazing. If I touch someone, not so amazing. What would be the state? State would be.
It's a different level of hormones in the body, which makes us.
My
feel
God,
like-
we are not talking biology.
This is
Weird.
all physical.
This is something someone said.
This is only like all things is physical.
How is this physical? Doubt is not physical. To be confused is not physical. How can be confusion a physical state? Confusion does not come from outside. Outside is outside. What for you may be amazing, for me it can be useless. So physically, outside. From outside it can differ. Confusion starts inside.
Is
Doubt.
it curious?
Oh yeah, that was
Curiosity.
curiosity. Yes, curiosity. That was curiosity. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, talking about the mouth now. What is the state? Good taste, bad taste. What is the state? Oh my God, so much confusion already. So many dilemmas you all look to be in. Okay,
Means
coming
if
to
it's something- it's
your
something
last
good, yeah.
coming to your last sense. If my breath quality doesn't change when I eat good or bad, will there be anything happening? Will there be anything happening?
No.
No. If somebody touches me in a bad manner and somebody touches me in a good manner, but my breath stays as it is, will there be any kind of curiosity?
No.
If I see something very good and if I see something very bad, okay, but my breath is there as it is, will there be any kind of doubt?
No.
If I hear something very good, if I hear something very bad, but my breath stays as it is, will there be a state of confusion?
No.
So pineal gland is the reality of the breath. Pineal gland hormone is more concerned about the quality of the breath. Pineal gland activation, maybe you have heard about it on YouTube's, internet, maybe some teachers have said this. Pineal gland can only activate not because of touching, not because of seeing, not because of hearing, not because of tasting. These are all confusions. Okay, so you eat this food and your pineal gland will activate. It never will. You only hear to this music and your pineal gland will activate. No, it never will. Your breath. Your breath is the mechanism which will activate your pineal gland. Okay. Anyway, this was a little bigger. Okay. Thirdly, I said there are three things we really need to know. You need to know your blood circulation. You really need to know about it because this is your personality. Blood boiling in you, anger. Blood not flowing in you, state of fear, a state of depression. Blood is stagnant some places, fear. Blood isn't moving to the right organs, fear of, not fear of, it's a state of guilt and shame. Your blood circulation within you can tell. So there are people, I'm not, there are people, yoga therapists in this world right now, 11 of them. 11, okay? I have the names. If you need numbers, they can just touch from your elbow till your wrist with one of their fingers. Which finger, I don't know. I did not study much. And they can say the state of your blood. How many white blood cells and how many red blood cells. They can actually say it. They have gone to depth. They have studied human. They have studied themselves for years now. They have been like meditating for plus 20 years now. So they are in a different state of self. But yeah, this can happen because blood circulation. This is why Ashtanga and Hatha is done. This is why we practice these. Because this is not only about the physicality, it is about the holistic approach. Blood is what this flesh wouldn't work without blood. The flesh is the outside, say the physical reality. The blood is the internal reality, the spiritual reality, if I say in more depth. Okay. So once our personality combines all this, combines the organ of the brain, combines the pineal gland, and combines the blood circulation. Now think about yourself. Are you separate person who does this and that, or is there a separate person who is running your blood, who is making your brain work, who is breathing? Otherwise, we think that I do this and these things happen. They don't happen on their own. There have been schools and books and teachers and YouTubes that these all happen. Science says it most. I mean, I don't know about today's science. Earlier science was, these are something happening on their own, involuntary. Actually, they are not happening involuntarily. They cannot happen involuntarily. Nothing in this universe can happen involuntarily. So we have to be connected, and Ashtanga and Hatha, if you leave behind these physical things, they are the tools, they are the methods. This is why they are used in yoga therapy, so that we can understand this pranayamas through Hatha and Ashtanga, so that the breath stays as it is. Ashtangani practices, you know it, same breath. Inhale, exhale, same breath. Downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Then your vinyasa, jump back, pull back. So one breath, one movement. Vinyasa. Hatha. Hatha is more concerned about creating that heat, but with breath. So sun salutation has 12 steps in Hatha. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One breath, one movement. So this is why Hatha and Ashtanga are so very amazing things for yoga therapy. They don't only work with these physical things like back pains, knee pains. Yeah, we have to work with them. Otherwise, we cannot sit, we cannot work, we cannot be okay. Okay, we cannot be okay with us. If there is any kind of pain, we will feel in a state of discomfort, then we cannot move. But Ashtanga and Vinyasa, Ashtanga and Hatha, sorry, they are there to connect us deeply with our breath, with our thoughts. That's the organ of the brain. And basically with the circulation of the blood. It's a discipline. Ashtanga is total discipline. Discipline of the inner being. The blood needs to flow this. The breath needs to be this. The thoughts need to be this. So this is why Ashtanga is being introduced, or Ashtanga role is lots. And then Ashtanga comes from, what is Ashtanga? What is Ashtanga yoga? Ashtanganese?
Ashtanga,
Yes. What is Ashtanga?
8 limbs of yoga.
Yes, 8 limbs of yoga. So unless 8 limbs of yoga are totally followed, you are not doing Ashtanga. 8 limbs plus 8, 9, 10 yamas and niyamas. So all these combined together creates or makes you an Ashtangi. Or we say that we are doing Ashtanga when all 8 limbs of yoga are practiced. Unless there it's only going on your yoga mat, enjoying, sweating, and coming back. So all this can be practiced on the yoga mat itself. All the yamas and niyamas you can practice on the mat itself. Yama, niyama, asana. You are doing already asana, so you are there. Pranayama, your breath is intact. Pratyahara, you are not comparing, you are not looking at others, you are only looking at your own self, how your practice is. That's pratyahara, looking inside, looking your own self. Dharana, concentrated totally with you. Okay, so you are not jumping, you do each pose as it comes, and until it comes, you don't move further. This is concentration. Dhyana, it's a deep meditative thing to be able to do the same and same poses for days, years, decades, centuries. It is dhyana, a state of well-being. And then samadhi. Samadhi is finishing your 1.5 or 2 hours of practice, going into a shavasana, fully feeling energized from all levels of your body, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And you have done all 8 limbs on the yoga mat. This is how Ashtanga is practiced, when all 8 limbs meet on the yoga mat, so that the moment your feet steps out of that yoga mat, you have not changed. You have been what you were on the yoga mat, and you remain the same for 22 hours. If you practice 2 hours of Ashtanga, for next 22 hours, you remain in the same state as you were in Shavasana. Totally connected, totally relaxed, totally one with the whole. This is how you practice Ashtanga. Okay. When we practice Hatha, we are combining the sun and the moon together. So we are creating heat with calmness. We are looking at 2 sides of the same coin as equal. So we are combining the masculine and the feminine. We know when to be using the masculine energy, when to use the feminine energy. We are letting them stay together always. So this is all. So when we have this energies, this masculine and feminine energy same, always at the same place, at the same, working in tandem with together, there is no question of having any energy misused or misplaced or disturbed. So there is no question of getting dis-ease. Okay? Because if energies are moving as they have to be, that means the whole of the self is at ease. When we are at ease, there is no dis-ease. Okay, this is how Hatha and Ashtanga play such a greater role in our lives. Okay, everything else after that is, you can say, leaves or small branches out of, oh no, leaves only, leaves and flowers maybe. So you practice like Iyengar you practice because your physical conditions, if your physical conditions don't provide you the space for that practice, you use Iyengar yoga. So Iyengar yoga is using of straps, bolsters, wheels, all those. I mean, using something, using, what do you call it? Using props. You use props if your physical condition. So your back bend isn't nice, so you're not like going to happen. You use a chair, you use a wheel, you use blocks so that you open up. That's okay. So this is why Iyengar comes after Ashtanga and Hatha. Okay. Then after that, all this is like you can create your own things. That doesn't matter. All these are like creations, but they are only created out of Ashtanga and Hatha. If it is Yogashana, it has to be out of Ashtanga and Hatha only. Okay? Then you can have your different kinds of poses. That doesn't matter. But the base is Ashtanga and Hatha. So
Pawanji, is Ashtanga as old as Hatha Yoga? They came together? Yeah.
Ashtanga Yoga. Hatha Yoga is old than Ashtanga because the sun and moon came before. It is said to be. The sun and moon were created before physical human beings were created. So Shiva, Adi Yogi, Shiva's form, he came only when the sun and moon were there in the sky. Then he came onto the earth to teach yoga. So yeah, Hatha is more older. Okay. So when we understand that the brain, the blood circulation, the breath is also our own personality, then we can move away from the illusion that I and I are different. So only when we understand that this I, which we can look in the mirror, and the I, which we cannot look in the mirror, they are same. If we understand that they are not separate, then there is a greater possibility of dropping the personality and knowing that there is, at the end, no self. As Gautam Buddha said, no self. To reach the state of samadhi, nirkalpa samadhi, there has to be no self. That is why samadhi is divided into 7. So till 6, there is a self. Okay? The first 2, the self is like, it can get into an ego always. There is always a chance. The 3rd and the 4th are where it gets stable, but still there is a sense of I-ness. The 5th and the 6th samadhis are where the I-ness has dropped, but still is. For Gautama Buddha, when he returned back after reaching the state of total enlightenment or awakened fully, a state of pure samadhi, when he went back, to his palace and asked for forgiveness from his father and his mother, and then went to his wife. When he went to his wife asked, "Why did you do this to me? What was my fault?" And the child, which has already grown now, was looking as if some stranger has come, because the child never saw the father. It was only some 10, 15 days. That's how the books describe. I don't know. But that's it. So 10, 15 days, child does not know who the father is. The child was standing there, and the child's mother called the child and said, introduced that this is your father. The child was, "Where were you when I needed you the most?" Gautama Buddha shed some tears. When those tears fell down, his wife collected them. This is the state when Buddha is said to be, had reached the state of seventh samadhi. Because till then, there was this feeling that once I meet my family, will I react? So this was his final reaction, which had to happen. So you need to understand, this is not a joke, this path. This has lots, it will demand lots. Thing is, it will give you more than you can imagine. More than you can imagine. So before that, you have to connect. Connect and move from this illusionary thing. So because this is an illusion within an illusion. Okay, the first illusion is this whole. This is an illusion. This is how Krishna says, Maya. Maya is being said to be illusion. But Maya is not like the perfect translation. Illusion is not the perfect translation of Maya. Maya is not knowing your own being. So the inside one, we don't even know. We think it is separate. We have been always talking about it as a separate soul's journey. We always talk about soul's journey. But the soul is you. At this moment, the soul is you. Who else is the soul? Your soul is you, which means your body is you, your soul is you at this moment, because you can't work with one. You have to work with two. Okay. We do the same things and we meet people who don't give us satisfaction. Why does it happen? And then what do we say? Karma, past karma. So why? Past karma means what? If the body was different, if this body had to be different, then why would this body suffer for the karma of the soul? Think about this. If we suffer from karma, then why is this body suffering? Because this body is not, we say this is a cloth. This is how we describe it. It's a cloth for the soul. So if it is my karma, the karma is of the soul, not of this body. Karma is not of the body because we say the body is melted back again. It becomes the elements again. So then it has to be of the soul. So both have to be there. The soul thought, the body created. The body created, the soul gathered. Anyways, it has to be both always. So this illusion has to be broken that the soul is different, the body is different. They are not actually different. Once we understand this, then we can work into the important dimensions of our own being. This is where Asthanga and Hatha play a great role. Just as I said, all 8 limbs on the mat. If it is possible during your 2 hours practice, you should. If you can do that, and then you step your feet outside the yoga mat for the rest of 22 hours, you will be in that state always. But if you practice all 8 limbs on the yoga mat, this is why it is so very disciplined. Ashtanga is the most disciplined practice, most disciplined. It develops patience, lots. No? You can't do a pose, you can't move into the next pose. That's it. It may take years, decades, centuries. Nobody is concerned about that. Because first thing, nobody is there to say you anything. You just enter into a room and you start practicing. That's it. Nobody is guiding you anywhere. Okay, so there are people who will help you physically. If you need to get into the pose a little more deeper, they are there. But nobody is saying you ekam, duam, tiyam. Nobody is there to say anything. Nobody is saying you uttanasana, ardha uttanasana. Nobody is going to say you anything. So you remember all of those poses. When you are doing the primary series 1, you have remembered all the poses. So you keep on moving and you keep on moving. That's a discipline. So what is Ashtanga saying? Ashtanga is saying life needs to have a discipline. It's not saying life has to have rules. No. It says life needs discipline. So discipline with your food, discipline with your sleep, discipline with your drinks, discipline with your thoughts, discipline with your actions. So you have to be, if people are disciplined in all these things, there is no suffering. If there is no suffering created outside, there is no gene formed inside which would create any kind of disease or illness within. Okay? This is how we kill our samskaras. The more disciplined we become, samskaras dissolve. This is the only way we can dissolve our samskaras. Okay? Sitting in meditation, that's a discipline. Every day, same time, may whatever happen. Why do you think people don't want to sit in meditation? Why? Why do people don't sit into meditation? Why can't they sit into meditation? Both have different answers. Anyone?
Because they are not comfortable with themselves.
Comfortable physically, mentally?
Like both. They can't handle their own,
They can't handle their own darkness. They can't handle their own stuff.
Emotions.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, they can't handle it. So if
they don't
I
like their reality, they hate their reality.
Yeah, don't like the reality. Yes. So if I don't like my own reality, how can I expect others to like my reality? And then what is it? I will be in a constant state of fear, and then I will think something is wrong with me, a state of shame and guilt, because my parents already said to me, this, if you don't do this, not good. If you don't do this, they said to me like at least 3 years ago. Till 3 years ago, they used to say me, this is nuisance, nonsense, wherever you are leading to. So it happens. So if I'm not able to face my own reality, I cannot create a reality which I really want. So we have to face our own reality. So this is what happens with people, with clients when they come to you. You have to get so very deep into them, and you have to make them go deeper into them. Okay, so I have some questions which I ask. If you want to, you can write them. So do you suffer from any insecurity? Very basic question. My first 10 questions for my clients. Do you suffer from any insecurity? Do you lack confidence? These questions you can even ask yourself. I ask them every day. Okay, because every day is a new day. We don't step into the same river twice. One amazing writer said this, not I. Someone said this. Do you have this belief that you have to do more and more? Do you come with this self-belief that you have to do more, you have to give more to gain more respect, to gain love? Do you focus more on that you might fail at what you are doing, or are you more concerned, is it right or wrong?
Can you please repeat the question again?
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed.
No, it's okay. Do you move with the condition of on what that you can fail, on the condition that you can fail, or thinking that is it right or wrong? So are you doing your actions regarding that you can, with a worry that you will fail, or you do your actions thinking they are right or wrong? Are you able to hear your own inner voice? Are you? Are you aware of your critical inner voice? Are you someone perfectionist? Do you fear like failures in relationships, in life, in career? Do you carry fear in you? If yes, and the client will answer. We don't have to answer now. If yes, let's hear.
So what was the question again? Do you fear failures in relationships, in life, and where?
Career.
Business.
Career, yeah, career, business, job, anything. Yeah. So 9 to 5 out of fear that you might not be able to pay your bills, or 9 to 5 because you enjoy it. There is a difference. If it is only for bills, you are creating guilt for your own self. If it is concerned with bills. Okay. I have been blessed, I would say. But still I had to spend 2.5 months in Rishikesh near Ganga on the stairs. 2 months. Okay. So whatever food was, the people who brought prasadam for Ganga, they used to give me and I used to eat it. Someone one day thought, oh my God, it's cold. He needs a covering. So that person gave me a blanket, thin but a nice blanket. That was more than sufficient. Someone thought he always stays on the floor. So they gave me a bed cover. So I have lived my life. It wasn't long, 2 months, but yeah. I have lived my life in that way, thinking that really I have to do everything to get something, because that something is so very limited at the end. Getting food, having shelter. I did not need shelter. The sky was my amazing shelter. The staircase, the steps was the amazing bed. It was amazing. Not like amazing for almost a month, but you do it. You do something to actually understand. And I did it. On a verge of doing it again this January. This time maybe for 4 months, staying there on the steps, on those staircases. And just see what happens. Waiting. If life provides this opportunity, it would be amazing. I would love to. So this is, so if your 9 to 5 is only to pay your bills, think about it, please think about it. There are some authors or someone also said in a quote, in quotes, love what you do what you love. Okay? So either you start loving your 9 to 5 totally, thinking it's a play and you have to play the role, or do what you actually love. Then don't worry if you get food, if you get shelter, because if you don't need shelter, if you can stay anywhere, you don't have to pay the bills for the house, rent, for electricity. You don't need to. For the refrigerator, for the television, you don't even need to. Yeah, you don't even have your mobile phone after some days because the battery is dead. For me, it happened after 3 days. The battery got dead. That's it. There was no mobile even. No books to read. Nothing. Just read self. So from evening 8:30 was the last when every person left Ganga. From 8:30 till morning 3:30, there was no one. Me and the whole of the universe. 7 hours. Total 7 hours of me time. Can't sleep. First, some days it was very, very hard to sleep on the floor without anything. Also feeling cold. Winter, November, December, January, February, the most coldest place to be. I mean, Rishikesh is very, very cold at that time. Temperature somewhere around, not like much, but still 7, 8. I'm staying without anything, just what I had. So yeah, anyways. So this is one of the question. Anyways, then the next question, do you constantly compare yourself with others? Are you able to sit with yourself doing nothing? Nothing means nothing. Okay, not even being aware of your breath. Can you sit with yourself? At least 1 hour in a day. Did your parents belittle you? Do you tend to be self-destructive and start using drugs, smoking, drinking? So yeah, these are the questions. For people coming to you with mental disturbance, people coming with a hell lot of stress, people coming with a state of anxieties, people coming with a state of emotional setbacks and sufferings. These questions will trigger. Do remember, these questions will trigger. So be there totally. Be there totally. Be ready to at least make them comfortable. Lots of things happen with these questions. If you even ask yourself and you write, you will feel it, how it feels. So practice with your own self first. Do it in like different states of yourself. Like when you are like totally happy, do it then. When you're not feeling like okay, do it then. And when you feel like, oh my God, this moment doesn't feel nice, do it then. All the three phases of your time, if you get that, we all get it. So I don't believe if somebody says he or she is like in the state of happiness 24/7. No, it does not happen. It cannot. It cannot, because after sun, the moon has to come. It's universal thing. After light, dark has to come. So happiness will get converted into sadness. The only thing is, are we staying there? That we can do. We can totally decide to not stay there. So we tilt the coin, because we know the other side of sadness is happiness. So we just tilt it. But in a day, you have to tilt it many times, maybe. So this is a practice. So a thought comes, something happening, feeling arising, the emotion arising, and you can breathe into it without getting attached to it. And then you can just tilt it. So yeah, these are the questions. So if you are asking your clients, be there totally. So you're not like getting busy with your mobiles or getting busy looking here and there. No, your client. That's it. Be there totally. So if the client has to move his eyes here and there and he sees you, he or she sees you are there. So just like a still lake, so that he or she can throw ripples into it to see, throw stones into it to see ripples created. So you need to be such, because they will throw stones. They do. I mean, they are not throwing stones literally, not like real stones, but emotions. And you can get caught up in emotions if you are busy here and there. So you need to be there. So you just cannot be like, oh my God, don't cry, come, my shoulder is here. No, he or she needs to cry. They have to cry. He or she gets angry and you are not like, how dare you? No, yeah. Give them the right. They can scream, let them scream. You just be that silent lake, not affected by anything. This is attachment. You are totally attached to your client, but totally detached. Okay, and don't think that client is a client. First thing, the golden rule of a yoga therapist: don't think the client is a client. See that or he as you. Only then everything which comes from you will be original and spontaneous. That is truth. Then you will lead them into something. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, you can't. Okay. So when we were talking about Ashtanga, so Ashtanga is, say, the way of internal purification. Okay? It internally purifies us for revealing the universal self. Which is oneness, wholeness, nothingness. So when Gautam Buddha was saying no self, many people understood it or took it into a negative kind of form, even in Gautam Buddha's days and after now also. So when Gautama Buddha was saying no self, what is it? So when you are whole, where is the self now? You are whole. End of the story. When you have moved into nothingness, if you are nothingness, there is no self. If you have become oneness, that's it. End of the self. So this is what Gautama Buddha meant when he said no self. Okay? Just like because people have confused with that middle path. They think like middle path. If you follow the middle path, you will be rigid. Doesn't help. So the middle path is all around both extremes. You are not touching the extreme, but you are really getting close to it. Almost where you say edge. Always touching that edge. When Yin Yoga was formed, it came from China. It wasn't formed in America. It came from China. So Paul Grilly, the person who now is said to have developed Yin Yoga, he was with this amazing master of Tai Chi and martial arts. And this master, sorry, I just forgot his name. This master followed Buddhism in Tibet for 11 years. He was in India for a time of 12 years to learn Sanatana Dharma. Because Sanatana Dharma, just like Sanskrit is the mother of all language, Sanatana Dharma is the father of all religions. Okay? So every religion comes from Sanatana Dharma. Sanatan, sorry, it's English, then I say A is there, but there is no A, it's Sanatan Dharma. So if you have time, if you really have time, you should study Sanatan Dharma. You should. Okay, Audrey, if I forget before time, just you can write it. There is this yoga studio called Mysore Room.
Sorry, Pawanji, Mysore.
Mysore Room.
Room?
And room. Yes, room. Yeah, Mysore Room. And the amazing teacher's name is Yen Ong. YANONG. Yen Ong.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so it is in Lorong Binjai. Lorong Binjai, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, 50450, the pin code.
Ah, okay, I saw there's a website, yeah.
You saw it? Yeah, they have a website also. Yes, they have a website. Amazing. They give online classes right now. They are teaching from September 13th or 11th, I suppose. They are teaching online, and it's a primary series 1. It's amazing. It's going to be amazing because she is with her partner and he are the only 2 people in Malaysia who are certified under Prathabi Joyce. Only 2 in all of your Mysore. So you can be the third one. If you are devoted, you can be the third person.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for this.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so coming back to your Ashtanga, that is why Ashtanga is the method which will help us to balance between emotions and feelings, moving towards the inner peace, total devotion, consciousness, and letting go. This is what Ashtanga helps. And you can all see, all these are concerned with those 8 limbs. Okay. Emotions, feelings, inner peace, devotion, consciousness, letting go. All 8 limbs. So, yoga cannot be giving you anything if you are not in connection with the 8 limbs. You can practice anything. You can practice Yin Yoga, you can practice rocket yoga, bear yoga, doesn't matter. 8 limbs. Okay. So when you are with your clients and they are suffering with something, you need to you just need to be very, very concerned, and you need to understand certain things. Whatever is happening to them is happening because of habits. It's a constant habit. Okay. Now this habits. So if people are more concerned about this fantasy world where they call like self-help books, audios, videos, get it very, very clear in your mind. They don't help you. Okay? This is Ashtanga and Hatha saying. If you really understand Hatha and Ashtanga, you will actually understand this. There is nothing called self-help, because just like there is nothing called self-improvement. Okay? So think about this. If I am saying I need self-help, that means what? I am believing it first that I am helpless. And now self-help, I am looking from the part of me which is already helpless. So the part of me which is helpless is now trying to make me or give me the desired result. It cannot be. Just like if I am more concerned about self-improvement, which means I have split myself that I am partially improved, partially not improved. So if I need to complete my whole to be improved, I have to use my part which is not improved. So if I'm working with what is not, where can we lead to? We won't lead anywhere. So habits are not at all good. You have to understand this. The other day we had this topic. What did you do the whole day? If a person is able to say out what he or she did the whole day, it is out of habits. Waking up, going to the washroom, toothbrush, shower, getting ready, eating this, drinking tea, meeting the same person, acting the same way, returning back home, doing your things. These are all habits. So if we are living with habits, we are not living in the moment. Just like that quote, we can never step into the same river again. If we are in a constant habits, we are actually in the same river always. So if we stay in the same river always, the reality or the future would be always based on the reality which is out of the past. So if your client is suffering from some anxiety, depression, fear, and they don't want to, they have formed it as a comfort zone. They have to move out of that comfort zone. So I see this and I get fearful. Just try. So you get fearful, okay? You just try, and in this moment, try and say or breathe. Even if that fear is there, breathe into it. And then see. And then let yourself know that you are stronger than your fear. So once this gets into them, and once they totally start feeling this, once they are now experiencing it, that okay, this thing does not fear me anymore. Once they start experiencing it, maybe even visualization helps. That yeah, if your client is sitting with you and they say this is the thing they are fearful, you can just let them do this drill. The thought is there, and now let that thought change. Okay, you are fearful of it. Now say, you don't fear anything. Then we start feeling inside. So what we call is elevated emotions are created. So the emotion was fear. Now it is no fear. So it's courage, it's strength. So just elevated the emotions. And then you let them visualize it. The next time they are there, they have seen the same thing, but this time they did not step back or they did not get into fear, but they went near, they crossed it. So once they have visualized it, then those emotions get more and more elevated and they stay. Okay, if you do this continuously for some days, they will stay. The emotions will be staying at elevated level. And then what happens? This body, the unconscious mind does not know the difference between the created reality and the present reality. It does not know. So whatever we are creating now becomes the reality. So this is how you help your clients. You build that up. As a yoga therapist, if you are working from the spiritual, mental, and emotional aspects, this is how we can do. There is a back pain. Yeah, we are doing some asanas for that. There is hip pain. We are doing asanas for that. From hatha, from ashtanga. But what about the other aspects? We have to work with the all aspects. Only then we can be termed as therapist. Therapist is not like a doctor who will give you a medicine or something and that will go away, something else will come. Therapist won't do that. Therapist will remove from the roots. From the roots, it is cleared. As a therapist, this is our role to remove that fear from the roots. So once this client starts now to visualize, the whole of this body will now understand or will start to see that greater possibility is there. And then they can find themselves in the present moment, understanding so far they were always staying in their past. And now they are their own creator and they can create a future according to them. Because now they are not in the past. But if we stay in the past, whatever we are creating is going to be the future reality, which is nothing but a decorated past reality. Okay? So with your clients, depressions, anxieties, okay, all those mental disorders, all those mental issues, this is the way. This is the best way, easy way, and the best way. Okay. So problems arise in the mind because of thoughts, say. So problems are something which arises in the mind, and not saying about the mind, say about the brain. The problems are like those circuits. All the problems of this world are like the circuits in the brain, and memories are also in the brain. Okay? And this brain is not here. This brain is the Manomaya Kosha. The other day we studied. From here till your little toe, this whole is the brain. The whole of the mind. The whole of is a mind. Brain is just a small entity within that mind. Okay? So this whole of your body is your mind, and this is also your body. The body does not know. This is why emotions, sensations, feelings create. When we forget that this is only a flesh, this is only the body, and the mind is here. When we are at the third kosha, and we can stay there for a constant time, we will understand this body is different than the mind. Right now, the mind has become the body. So for these clients with depressions, anxieties, this is what has happened. The whole body now feels and is letting itself to be sick in that state, because they think this is the mind's command. Okay? So you have to work with these clients, you have to work with them very, 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 very patiently. Okay? It takes time. Because this brain actually records all the past. Brain is nothing but a recording mostly of all the past incidents. And if we are living in the past, and if our thoughts are now created out of feelings and not out of thoughts, then we are living the same life. So the thoughts should control the feeling and not the vice versa. If feelings are which are ruling the thoughts, then there is it's going to be very, very hard to come out of there. So we have to create thoughts. Okay, some thoughts maybe not there right now, we have to create them. Say someone is suffering from guilt. We have to create a thought for them, that first we need to let them know that it is not their fault. It never was. It never was their fault to feel guilty about it. First we have to, and guilt is mostly, as I said, out of parents' expectations, too many expectations, and then hearing the same word, you are not good enough, you are not good enough. It creates guilt in a person if they keep on. And if they are like now, because it has become a part of them, now they are only looking for validation from others. Okay, so now they will only work accordingly that. What will they say? What will they think? So now they are not working on their own. They are only working as a mechanism, as a mechanical instrument. So if this stays, then the guilt does not remove. So we help them remove guilt by certain drills. Certain drills, for one of them is like questioning them to change their whole thought process. So once they start creating this thought will now become the feeling. And when this feeling gets to the roots of where this guilt is, then we introduce some pranayamas, some asanas, so that now whatever surfaces is the guilt. So once the guilt has surfaced and has reached the layer of the body and has reached the Annamaya Kosha, then we can work on it. We can have it totally out of the system. That's what we are looking for. We are only, this is why it says cleansing, cleaning, not cleansing, but cleaning or clearing the path. So we are trying to now clean it up, clear it. Okay, so this is how Ashtanga actually works with people when they are doing all the 8 limbs accordingly. Okay. Good. Do you have any questions now? Because this is Ashtanga and this happened. So what else? I mean, according to your course, everything is done. Still, if you have questions regarding anything. No questions? Okay. Now, just don't listen to me or don't try to hear to me. Just try to understand it. Just try to understand. If people are now saying guided meditation, if people are now saying music, if people are now saying what music meditation, meditations with sounds, just try to understand this. Will this work? Will this work? Just try to understand this. You need to understand this very, very deeply. Because first, you have to understand meditation is the act of doing nothing. Act of doing nothing. So if you are somehow a believer or having been practicing meditations by hearing to music, doing meditation as in guided form, the whole universe is very, very sorry for you. I am the universe. So yeah, the whole of the universe is very sorry for you. Very, very sorry for you. It won't help you. It won't help you. I think I gave you the stats of American Institute Medical Science some days ago, some classes ago. People with mental disorders, 73% people were found doing meditation. That is why they were in a state of mental disorders. Okay. Positive affirmations don't help. Don't fall in the trap of positive affirmations. Don't. Okay. You can know these are positive affirmations. That's it. Don't try to implement them. Say them, speak them, write them. That's amazing. Don't try to implement. You will be only creating lava inside you. And one day the volcano will erupt. So with all these guided meditations, with all this song meditation, with all these musical meditations, with all these, you are only creating lava inside you. And it can burst out any day. The day it bursts out is when something happens here. So if you can control, if you are blessed by the universe, well and good. If you are not, you will lend to mental ableism. Please understand, they are most dangerous, very dangerous. So if you are in a habit, please drop it. Drop it for yourself. Okay.
I had a question. I actually
Yeah,
missed
for
one
sure.
class, but I just wanted to know, have we covered the topic chronic pains?
Yeah, I think we covered the. Just a minute. Let me see what we have done.
Like neck, because maximum people come with some joint pain or neck pain or physical pain as well, like somewhere.
Yes. Menopause, ear disorders, infertility, obesity, varicose veins, snoring, fatigue, sleep anemia, cholesterol. And just a minute, let me look what we have covered. Liver, kidneys, stress level, chronic pain. Yeah, we did it.
Okay, I missed that class. Maybe I watched the video.
Actually, we did not cover it totally. Okay, we just started it. I'm so sorry. We just started it. So we did not complete it. We just started and then we went into something else. Yeah, it's like I wrote only like 9 points. So that means the class wasn't totally covered. I wrote it after the class. So yeah, we'll do it. I have another class. I think I still have class. What's the date today? Today is 9th. So I have a class on 11th. I have a class on 11th. We will surely do the chronic pain. Anything else anyone wants? I mean, I know you all want something, but please be like easy on me because I already did more than the school said. But yeah, anyways.
Arthritis, Pavanji?
Yeah, asthma I have written. I will teach that on 11th. I have already written about arthritis. We did not do?
No, I guess.
No.
Was it in the course? I don't even know.
I don't think it is.
It was not in the course. So that is why I did not do it. Okay, anyways, chronic pain, arthritis. arthritis. Okay. And anything else? We can complete 4 in a day on 11th. I'm sure about it. So if you have anything else.
Back pain, but it is a chronic pain. So back
It is a
pain,
chronic,
most
yeah.
people, yes.
Yeah, it will be, yeah, it will be covered with chronic pains for sure.
Neck pain, back pain, yeah.
Yeah. Anything else? I mean, any other 2 diseases if you really want to?
Vertigo?
We didn't do vertigo, right?
We did
various
ear disorders, but
Yeah, we did ear disorders. We did. Yes.
nothing deep.
We can just study a little of vertigo, like not going deep into it. We'll just study a little more into it. Okay. And anything else? One more.
Pawanji, sometimes we do a lot of exercise and we have tightness in our thighs, in our calf muscles or in our back, minor discomfort, maybe tightness. Is there anything we can do, or can we study why it happens and what can we do to
first do warm-ups before your practice. 30 minutes of warm-ups before your practice, and then move into is it called dynamic when you stay in the pose?
Yes.
It is dynamic. Yeah, it is dynamic. So after that, do dynamic stretches for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Whole body dynamic stretches. If you need to, I will show you in the next class. Warm-ups, whole body warm-ups, and whole body dynamic stretches. If you do that, yeah, that is already designed. That I will always show because there is a thing. No asana class. There will be asana class. Anyways, for 30 minutes or so. So yes, we will look into that for sure. And yeah, if you still have it. And the best thing is, like say, this is out of Ayurveda. This is out of the purity. You should always, before shower in the morning, spend 15 minutes self-massage. Use some oil which can enter deep inside you. Cover yourself with oil. Give yourself massage. I mean, take oil, rub yourself with total oil. Okay, if you are okay, you can use oil like showering, like I do. I take oil like a glass and pour it on me from my hair till my toe. I pour it, then I rub my body with it. And then you stay with it. And then go into the sunshine. Let it sink in you. This will give, this will give the fluidity to your muscle joints, to your tissues. Okay, this is the best thing. I think I said many times in many classes. At night, the best oil, what do you think? Okay, so mostly olive oil, coconut oil, virgin coconut oil, mustard oil,
Sesame.
Sesame is what?
Sesame.
Till.
Hindi, till. Yes. Sesame. Yes. So these 4 oils. Okay. Now when I will let you know. Any of this oil, if you can pour it in your navel just before going to bed. Now you have done your night rituals, everything, and now you are going to sleep. So just pour it in your navel. Let your navel drink the oil. This will relieve you from chronic diseases like magic. 45 days after, you won't even know that you had this pain. 45 days, just 45 days. If you do it like regularly, just do anything. You can get hurt, you can get told. Like me, I get this hamstring tear every month. But I am like, okay. I'm like not in pain out of it. There is this hamstring right now also, but I can sit, I can walk, I can stand. I don't feel it. There it is. I am aware of it. I have those sensations, but I can still do my asanas. Just putting this oil in your navel. Now, if you are suffering from constant like sinus, headaches, nose, cups, if you are suffering from that, use mustard oil. Okay, use mustard oil for that. If you are someone who is suffering from fear to move on, tomorrow is this big day, I have this meeting, these kind of, whenever you are in fear, these kind of, like to face people, to do things, if you have this fear, use olive oil. It's slippery. It just will let you slip into that moment. Okay. If you have, like, as you said, like this pain kind of, like you just got it from somewhere, not even aware, and at night you were like just rolled and you felt it, you use tilka oil, that's sesame oil. Use that. Till will let you get more connected to your own body. So the moment you hit here, you just feel it. So no senses, no nerves in your body will become dead. What happens when we hit somewhere, still we don't feel it? Nerves are dying. So if you use sesame oil, your nerves will not die. Okay. If you are in a state of like, not like fear, not like all those, but tension, you have a lot of tension, like have a lot of responsibilities, everything is on your head, use coconut oil, virgin coconut oil. So use coconut oil. What coconut oil does is it is cool, it cools you down. So all the tension which is creating fire is now been controlled by coconut oil to let it go down. So it's like breathing. All these oils in your navel is breathing. So use and see, they do wonders. And like before before shower, try and have a little massage. It's good. It's always good. If you don't want to suffer any day in your life with fever, headaches, nose, coughs at night, just warm a little of your mustard oil. Warm it. Warm it, not like hot, just warm, and use it at the soles of your feet. Totally rub it in between your fingers and then rotate all your fingers, both sides. And then with that, what is left, use it in your palms, just palms, not the outside, inside. And then let every finger be rolled. You will in your ever life never have fever, never catch cold, never get into cough, never have those tonsils, never ever. This is so powerful. This all comes from Ayurveda, more than Ayurveda actually. So use this little tricks. They are amazing. They help. Anyways. Okay, anything else? Because this is almost like the next class is your last class. That's like, I think, what's the date today? Thursday. So Saturday. Saturday is your last class with me for this course.
So Pavanji, what kind of oil should we use on our feet?
I mean, feet is mustard oil. Use mustard oil. I mean, if you want to not get into this fever, catching cold, winter season comes and all this, use mustard oil. Warm it. Warm it and use it.
Okay.
Yeah. If you don't want to suffer from tongue diseases, if you don't want to suffer from the glands inside your mouth, okay, if you don't want to, if you want to, well, it's okay. If you don't want to suffer from the upper plate and the lower plate of your mouth, in the morning, just as the sun rises, let your tongue be out, totally feel the heat. with your tongue out to the sun. Let that heat your tongue. Okay, you will never ever suffer with any kind of mouth disease, any kind of, never ever. So instead of using those Vicks Vapor Up and all those kind of things, don't use them. Never use them. If you really want are feeling discomfort with your chest or something is not coming out, use mustard oil, warm it, rub your chest with it. It's going to do amazing things. You won't create something different because Vicks Vapor Up, it's been sold highest in the world, right? In India, it sells like rice. As much as rice people need in India, more than that, Vicks Vapor Up is sold here. It's the most dangerous thing to use. Most dangerous. Very, very harmful. It is what leads to lots of heart diseases. It just makes the lungs and the heart weaker and weaker, even if you are using it externally. So, need to understand what to use, what not to use. It's okay. We learn.
Pawanji, what you
Yes.
say is really harmful. I missed that.
Harmful.
Yeah, what is
Harmful.
it? I missed that.
Harmful for the chest and for your lungs. Why? Because Vicks Vapor Up has this substance. Let me remember the name. I don't remember the name, but if you can see in the composition, it starts with a letter E or I. If you read into this composition directly enters the tissue, the minimus tissue of those lungs and your heart. So once you have rubbed that Vicks Vapor Up and kept it for a certain period of time, that's how we do it. We rub it at night and we keep it like whole night. We don't rub it away. We never do it. Almost. I also did not do it once upon a time. So this gets into those tissues. When it gets into these tissues, it creates blocks because that substance is not movable. It just enters and it stays there. Now, again and again, if you are using this Vicks Vapor Up, that substance will keep creating there and there. It will create blocks. Blocks means clots. It's not like blood clots, but it's like blocks. So the passage of your breathing, you will slowly get into difficulty of breathing. You might not even know it in the initial stages. You will like feel it's okay, and then you sometimes have like sometimes you will have rush of breathing. You just take a deep inhalation and you stay there for like 30-40, and then like it's a rush. So if you are having those rushes, it's already a sign that something is been blocked there. It should not happen. Rushes should not happen because a person can stay for 60 easily anytime. Anybody can stay for 60 inhalation hold, exhalation 60 hold any time of the day. You just need some months of little practice of pranayamas. So what this Vicks Vapor Up does is, it is first the lungs. When we are not able to breathe, it means it is creating heat. It is creating a certain amount of heat out of those lungs. And this is why this leads to many times nose blockages and fevers. This Vicks Vapor Up, anything we use should do the opposite thing. But this Vicks Vapor Up looks like it is cool. Okay, when you put it on your chest or any part of your body, it looks like, it's so cool. But this creates heat. It has heat which is covered in coolness. So already your lungs and your chest are hot and you are now using more heat to recover from that. So if you do that, you are already creating more issues. Mustard oil, even after you warm up, it is hot. I mean, when you warm up, naturally it is hot. You might even feel that little heat. But after a certain time, you will start to feel coolness coming after. Vicks Vapor Up you use, you will after some time see that it is sweating. Why is it sweating? Because of extra heat. You put mustard oil, you will never sweat. So there
But
are
how
certain,
is this eucalyptus oil?
I don't know
Nilgiri,
about Nilgiri.
Katel.
I don't use Nilgiri. I never
Okay.
have. So I,
Okay.
I have no idea. Yeah. But they say it's nice for many things. I have heard about it. I have never
It is
used
for
it.
cough and yeah,
Yeah,
mainly
it's for
found
cough.
in
Yeah,
South
for
and
cough. Yes, and actually also because in your places, I don't know about Germany and Malaysia, you find mustard oil. In most of US, mustard oil is banned. Most of your US has mustard oil ban. Most of the Europe also has mustard oil ban. So you just need to. I think then Nilgiri ka tel would be good for it. Maybe. Yeah. For cups, yes, it can be useful. But in Asia, we are blessed. We have mustard oil as much as we want to. India is like we can pour mustard oil to the whole world. So much mustard here. It's nice. Anyways, yeah.
What about castor oil, Pawan?
Oh, I think I got one big one. I never used it. I don't know why when I brought it. I read somewhere for, I think it was for my something to do with the stomach,
stomach.
belly. Yes, I
Stomach
brought it
issues.
for that. And but then I started using enema thing. You have this, this pipe you insert. Yeah, so I use that every week. So like every week I do that. So I think it helps more. Then I think I did not need this castor oil. This one, okay. This one I brought because I wanted to learn. What do you call this? When you have this whole of your stomach going in, chakki, that like your stomach goes in and then you can round it. So I was looking at these videos and I was like concerned about it. I wanted to do. So the teacher said to me, get a castor oil bottle. I opened it, I smelled, I did not feel good. I closed it and I never attended the class. So I thought it's okay. I don't need it. My stomach is okay. I don't need it to get in and have it roll. I can do something else with my stomach. So not prepared to get that stomach rolling. Yeah, so that's the thing. Anyways. It kills fats, I think. It just removes the extra fats for sure. All the fats, layers of your fats, not like those side fats. I don't think about that, but all around those abdominals, just here in front of you. It just kills it. I mean, makes it get over. Yeah.
I think it's Agnisar Kriya, what you're talking about.
Yeah, Agnishar Kriya. Yes. I don't
This
even
is
remember the
Nauli
name.
also, right?
Yeah, Noli also. Yeah, Noli is like the circling. Noli is the circling, or Agnishar is get it deep and stay there.
Yeah.
And you can like stay there. It looks amazing, but I don't think it looks amazing when people do it. I really am like fascinated, but not been still in the state to try it. Okay. Anyways, okay. So this is it, and as always, purely grateful to you all for tolerating me and allowing me to have your exclusive time of yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pawanji.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And,
Pawanji.
bye, everyone.
I have a question. Like, did we do monopause today? This morning when we started the class?
It was done previously.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, what was in the beginning of the class today?
We started with personality.
Oh, okay, I'll see, watch the recording.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you so much. I'll watch the recording. Okay. Thanks.
See you. Yeah.
Okay, bye. See you in the
See you in
evening.
the
Are you
morning,
guys
guys.
cooking today?